Hello, Beatle vinyl community. This is Lots of Ringwear. This is my very first Beatle vinyl video. And I wanted to say hello to all you guys and what a great job you do. I love watching these Beatle vinyl videos from many, many people. I want to give a special shout out to Joe, Mean Mr. Mayo, who has many great videos on YouTube, and he's sort of the king of Beatle vinyl, has great stories. I love the record store trips, and those are pretty funny. Uh, Also, Marvin Beatle Vinyl 85, who has a great collection, manages to make the most amazing deals, gets stuff really cheap, and I think the guy has like 10 copies of Beatles versus the Four Seasons. I'm still looking for my first, but who knows? Maybe someday. Um, in any event, I wanted to show you some of my collection, just a few things to start off from the first video here. I don't have a huge collection, but back in the 1970s in the New York City area, there was a record chain called Sam Goody, and they were in New York City. They were in the boroughs. There was one in the Kings Plaza shopping center in Brooklyn, which I used to go to. It wasn't a collector's store. It was a general record store, a big record chain in those days. They sold albums and they sold 45's. They had a 45 section. And when they were about to go out of business, they sort of emptied out their warehouse and put out some really interesting stuff that may not have gotten out there had they not been closing up. One of the things I picked up, and I don't know if this is real. This may be a fake copy. This is "She Loves You" on the white swan label with the red print. It's got a hole punch in it. Again, I've looked at the way the print is type is set up with the quotation marks. It appears that this is not a legitimate one. Maybe somebody can help me out with that. B-side is "I'll Get You." You can see the Sam Goody sticker still on there. This was, I guess I bought this in the late 1970s. As I said, Sam Goody wasn't a collector's store per se, but when collectors found out that some of this interesting stuff was out there, they started to come down. We had actual meetups on the weekends, Fridays and Saturdays, where we talk about records, different types of collectors. Beatles, Elton John in those days was popular. Bob Dylan, pretty much, any of the big guys that were popular then. This is 8 days a week. This was a picture sleeve that I believe was the most common one that was ever printed. They had a big supply of these back in the 1970s, and they were still putting them on singles. I think this, I didn't open this up, but I think it's the purple capital label that was in this sleeve, and you can still see the Sam Goody sticker there. I don't know if this is East Coast, West Coast. I'm not sure, but this is, from what I understand, this is the most common sleeve that is available. This is a reissue, obviously, of Strawberry Fields on the Apple label, and on the flip side, obviously, it's supposed to be Penny Lane. When you flip it over, there's the half apple with no print on it. Somehow they put on a label, blank label, on this record. Again, I'm not sure exactly why that happened. Again, probably this would never have seen the light of day had they not been going out of business. In a similar vein, this has Come Together on Apple. Of course, the A side of Come Together was Something, and when you flip it over, you can see that it's not Something, but it's again Come Together. They didn't even put the label on straight. So again, this is an oddity that sort of got slipped through, and I picked up at the store there. So that's just a few of the things that I have. I just wanted to get one video out to get started, and I'll show you some more stuff in the future. But thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Take care.